Bleep bloop. Hello, Pengus. How you doing? How you doing? So, from last stream to this stream, all I was doing was just I copy and pasted a blueprint that somebody made of the fusion reactors, and I was like, "That's cool. That's something I want to power my base back at home." And I just plopped it down, and then just waited for all of the equipment to come in. It at least took about maybe 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, because I just didn't up any production for like getting this stuff built. Plus I didn't see it as necessary because we're almost done. I don't see a need to keep like tending to the save file anymore, because it's like all I'm doing is just waiting for next stream to play, and any optimizations I do is going to be short-lived. A good example of these optimizations that I don't want to do right now. Apparently we are out of iron, and in order for me to get more iron out, is I need to do this upgrade that I did from the steel over to the iron. In order for me to do that, I need to flip around the intersections here so I have extra room to do that. And I have no time for that. So I'm calling it done. And all that is just gonna just like up production for this area here anyways. And all that and it's like I have like millions of this. Hi Sky, how you doing? Newt. So that's what I've been doing all. I just been periodically looking at that. And then all I did is just, you work so lurking? Okay. Thanks for lurking. I hope you get all your stuff done. So yeah, that's all this has been doing. It's just, I had like a few commons, and then I had a lot of uncommons, so all the uncommons are here. And then I'm just gonna queue up rare when they're available, and then when that's done, epic, so on and so forth. It's just gonna be a slow upgrade. Same thing for like this down here. Which, to be fair, it's already overkill. These things this entire build has legendary in mind, and I just like downgraded it to what I had. So that's that. We need to finish Unicron. And to get Unicron done, I decided to go back over here, back at the old ammo section that I had, and I just queued up a shit ton of rail ammo, so that way I don't have to like wait on it. And I just realized all this should be epic. Same thing for the explosive ammo here, which I realize this should be legendary. I could put nukes out. I could put nukes. The problem with nukes is the blast radius is massive, and if you don't have it under control, or if you either have your ship too fast, or your guns are not shooting furthest enough, there's a potential chance of the nuke blowing your own ship up. I don't want to deal with that. So, we're just leaving it. We're not making any. Might as well legendary this up. Yeah, we're just gonna put more speed modules down. So all this is ready when I need it. Really? You only stack up to 10? It's a good thing I got a lot of rocket silos, because that's going to take forever to get up there. Okay, so here's Unicron. So, I've been trying to figure out what the ratio is for this. I love it how I'm just sitting here and my chair just wants to naturally turn in this general direction. So, from what I understand on the fusion reactors, it is a 2-to-1 ratio. So, I messed this up already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. Because I know I have a lot of extra uncommons available. And at the same time, I also want to make this look like an engine of my ship. So we're going to tear this down and make it look pretty. And we can do that with fusion, uncommon. Also, there's a neighboring bonus, and I think if you put 2 down, you're going to have to need 6 because of the neighboring bonus. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's the assembler. That's the inserter. I play Hunt, just not often. And I think I did play with you before. Yeah, Hunt is like... It's like the occasional palate cleanser. I could have sworn I played with you just once or twice. I don't remember. Time is fluid. Time is an enigma. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. And that's going to get deleted when I don't need it anymore. Time is indeed a weird soup. Fusion. We're going to have the fusion. Here, I'm going to put this like this so that... Oops, this needs to be uncommon. Otherwise, that's not going to get built. Okay, so I know this is a... Oh, okay, here's the center. Okay. There's our engine. And then we need our motor. Yeah, I like Hunt. I like I really like its lore and its story. Um and there is rumored, well, not rumored, it is said that there is a movie coming out for Hunt, and I really can't wait to see what becomes of it. If it's good and bad, or if it's good or bad, I don't care. Um, I just, I just want a movie from that IP. Um, some people just like terrible movies, and I say this because Minecraft is technically a terrible movie. It and it critically it was like mediocre and whatnot, and it was more explanation than it is story and like character development, and yet millions, if not hundreds of millions of children and adults love it, and it spawned its own memes. So at the end of the day, isn't that what's most important? That you're part of culture, or at least you grew. At least you help grow a culture, because there isn't such thing as pulp fiction, or yeah, pop fiction, pulp fiction, whatever. And there's just like so many like cult classics out there that just people just die for. So, that's not going to work. I hate this is Tetris. Okay, that's our engine. Okay, and then we're gonna need some coolant processing. You're taking it from a hot item to a cold item. Actually, probably doing it that way is best. No. Well... yeah, bump it back. Okay. Pipes. This is super overkill for our power needs, but I just don't want to think about it. Okay, and then you're gonna need... here, we'll just put in a regular stacker and just have it do it that way. Use filters, pop out this. Put it on a belt. And that's our power source. We can even probably just do this to fill up the extra space, because I don't think I'm pulling anything out of here. And we can also put our radar dish Radar, 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 radar. Right there. Hook it up into there. Read everything, and then that's going to transfer down here when we need it. Okay. That is going to be the final design for power. We can even add this unnecessary nonsense. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy that, put it over there. And that's it. And you're unbarreling this over there. You're going to shove it into this thing. Actually, no, just do this. There, that will put it in evenly. And we can actually just kickstart this and then have this base powered for end of time. So I also discovered one thing too. As long as there is fuel in these fusion generators, they act as an accumulator, if that makes sense. So it only draws power when it needs it. So I wonder if we don't need accumulators anymore. It's like... Yeah, I don't think we need accumulators anymore. Welp. How you doing, Faith? Yay! Portfolio rebalanced. And there was much rejoicing. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just bring up... This is going to be your fuel. Let's put in... So, one fuel takes 6 minutes to discharge it. So 100 is like 600 minutes. So let's put in 200 and let's call it a day. You're importing it from Novice. Assuming there's some available at Novice. No, there is none available at Novice. Aquilo! Are you... Emperor? Are you bringing this stuff? You should be bringing this stuff. I'm thinking it was, supporting factory that's supposed to be bringing that. Oh, supporting factory is not bringing it. Really? Who's supposed to be bringing this? Because I honestly don't remember. I only have like 2 ships that could theoretically bring it, and I don't see them queued up to bring it. So am I like running on like fumes? Is that for like the past 2 hours or something? That's interesting. So then... Dude, you have, like, so much fuel on the surface. You should bring this up to, like, 1K. Also, I keep forgetting to check the power here. Yeah, the power is absolutely atrocious. So while we're trying to upgrade this ship to be more power efficient, why don't you bring up... Bring up like 10 of these at a time. And that might build that out for me. 100's on the way. Okay. Unicron. Let's bring up the coolant. Let's bring up maybe 100 of them? 100 should be fine. Because once the you don't need much in the loop. As soon as it gets used, it gets automatically like converted back into a usable product immediately because of how the fluid system works. I mean, 100 barrels is good enough. If anything, that might be overkill, but I don't know the exact number of how much this stuff can hold. I think. And if there's too much, I'll just like delete the pipe. Okay, stack size is 10. 10 stacks. Yeah, just bring up 100. I don't think you're gonna need any more than that. Oops. Not from Aquilo, from Novice. Novice has it. Oh, let me... Hold on a second. Let me, not bring any items, because I don't want to accidentally bring in too much here. Okay, so... This makes our entire ship smaller now. Also, what are you? You're rare? Yeah, you're rared up. Let's see if we can slowly upgrade this to Epic when we have them built. If I can find it. And we'll first upgrade the sides. And then the center will be upgraded next after that. Another thing that I was kind of like made aware of, at least from YouTube, they say that you really don't need, once you get into legendary status, oh, you're gonna need steam. No, you just need water. I could have swore you needed steam for something. What do you need steam for? Here's the steam. Where did I have steam going? Oh, it was for the, liquefaction. That's what it was for. Yeah, okay, never mind. We don't need steam. Okay, and then now we got our stuff in. Did you seriously just removed it? Oh, I know why. The planet's requesting it. God damn it. Of course that would happen. Why would it not happen? Why would I think that it was going to keep it? That was just that stupid. That was really foolish of me. There it is. Give me this. Give me 100. Bring it from novice. 100. The only thing I don't know about is how much these things are going to be shooting. And with this current loadout... Excuse me. With this current loadout... There we go. We make 1 railgun a second. I don't think it's enough for the outer edge. Actually, what am I doing? We don't need to save power anymore. Power is in abundance on this ship. So we're changing everything to legendary speed modules, if we can. Oh, it's already in there. Haha. Okay, how fast is that now? 0.75 a second. Getting a little warmer. Come on. Can I get my stuff here? Because I don't want to overfill this, because that'll be, like, the most stupidest thing ever. Hundreds on the way. We also have the fuel on the way. Since I said we have, like, everything in abundance. Oh, let me, okay, yeah, we have overkill in water. Yeah, that's just enough water for the engines. And then it's gonna be held in, it'll be held, the extra water will be held here. Don't think there is anything else I need to worry about. Okay, there's the rocket. I'm like, where's this damn barrel? Okay, 100 on the way. Okay, yeah. That's all I want. Okay, so... I don't know, I think it would be nice to have 5 a second for railgun. Two and a half? That's yeah, that's close to a 2.5. Yeah, it's gonna have steel and copper problems. But I can solve that by having another one of these. Okay, that's an iron problem, and that is a TNT problem. And a coal problem that just solves this. And then, of course, there's no beacons. Got junk in my throat. Is that really enough? No, I can easily see everything shooting like 10 a second. How much copper is that? Okay, that's like... We got like a half a foundry too much of copper. And... we can put in another rocket. That's gonna be maxing out this, right? Yeah, that's exactly... It's exactly 2-to-1 ratio. So we're not gonna touch that anymore. We have power available to us, so we can turn off this. Okay. I guess it's time to start laying out with beacons, because this is the... I think this is as much as I can get. We got enough molten iron, got enough molten copper. Yeah, that will be... Now I'm just checking to see if we have rooms on the belt for this. The only thing we don't have enough is the TNT. So I'm gonna have to make a module. Let's make a module for TNT first, because that's the pain in the ass one. So you need water. Oh, did we calculate the water from this? We need more water. So yeah, that's right. This is what we needed. Okay, that should be enough. And then that's also without beacons. Really? It's still not enough on that? Okay, never mind. We're gonna legendary out everything. And it's gonna be legendary speed. Okay, that's enough water. Not enough TNT. I hope I have enough on planet. I have 11 on planet. Oh wait, 11's on the way. 80 on the planet. And TNT is gonna need productivity modules, because we're just gonna need so much of it, and then after that it's going to be after that, we're gonna need speed modules to take up the slack. We're overkill by 6 a second, so maybe take 2 of these out. Still overkill, so maybe take 2 more out. I don't think I really want to touch that any more than that. Then I think well, how many a second of rockets do I got? 4. Almost 5. So realistically, I mean, what I can do... I can start laying this out. Okay, that's where the rockets are coming out. For the rocket launchers. So maybe... Oh, of course, we're not going to have those ready. Just... What are these? you're gonna need iron and... Do you need... How much explosives do you need? Okay, yeah, that can fit on one belt. Technically half a belt. And then you can go over there. But then how are you going to get explosive rockets in? Because that's... Okay, this is where iron is coming out. Iron. Oh, on the other side. So that will remove it from the belt. One side will be for the explosives. All the products you need is going to come out of here and then go back on this side. So that means explosives need to be on the right-hand side of this belt if it wants to carry through and not have any problems. Can I fit 2 beacons? Or at least, no, not 2, but at least 1 beacon? It kind of looks like I can. That is 10 a second. Can I fit that on a belt? Explosives, iron. Apparently we don't have enough iron. That's fine. We'll figure that out in just a second. Yeah, I think this is all we need. So iron and explosives need to come in here somehow. And it needs coming on the inside. Oh, you need to be right here, technically. We also need to figure out how to bring in the asteroids. Here's the asteroid inlet. I can weave in like that. Do I have enough asteroid processing? Yes, I do. Oh, that's overkill by, like, 1, if not 2. 2. It kind of looks like we have, like, overkill. Okay, 1 for... Oops. Carbon asteroids, 1 for... metal. Oops, give me... another one for... ice. So is that enough ice for you? No. Is that enough carbon? No. Okay, so you're gonna need, like, 2 more of these. And we're also gonna put in legendary seed modules too. Come on, can I have my speed modules, please? I need to know how much I have. Here, you know what? Bring up 50. Okay, apparently the speed modules are here now. Is that enough? Right now, yes. We're still having problems with... Oh, I didn't set up coal. Move this all the way up here. Yes, that's the edge. Bring this over here. Is that enough coal? Yes, it's enough coal by 2. So take out 2 of those. Okay, that's enough coal. So then what I can do is we're gonna put this in the center. Here's the pipe for water. And I want to have coal immediately moved over from one spot to another. Like this. So that way I only have 1 belt of carbon and sulfur. Next question is how am I going to get carbon and sulfur in? Come on. Those two should stay connected. That means I have room on either side of this beacon for like 1 more. Okay, only the center needs carbon. That needs to be like that, so that way we can bring in water somehow. You're going to need carbon and sulfur, so you'll have a legendary bulk inserter for that. Do I have bulk inserter coming? I know I have bulk inserters back on the planet. Oh, I don't have bulk inserters. What? Do I? I have no bulk inserters on Novice. Do I just, like... Do I just, like, not have enough or something? Where's bulk inserters? It's like I know I had enough, and it should be, like, constantly turning that out. Oh, you're short on... Okay, that's the reason it's getting slowed down. You're just short on everything. And I don't think increasing the... This won't do anything, but it'll make me feel better. Zero out all uncommons, rare. And take all that out. Actually, you're not going to take all that out, are you? I need to manually take it out. So then this will get pulled from the network, and then the... Oh wait, no, that's not going to recycle it. That's just going to pull it from the network. Okay. That's not going to work. We have that. That. I think it was greater than or equal 1. And then I need you to get all the rares that you have on network and just plop it in. And that will speed up the processing of getting better stuff. And we'll even put... Oh wait, I don't think you even have legendary module quality modules here yet. Oh, we do. We do. So then we're gonna get these all equality so that way we have at least something better. And we have ads in like 10 seconds. We're gonna play them now. swear, I keep forgetting this stupid setting. I think I set it up on my... Here we go. Oh, I didn't set it up there. No, you're not set up there either. You need to be... You need to be a legendary. So you can transfer, so you can make things faster. And then you need to be a legendary buffer. And how about you just... God damn it. Pause. Legendary. Legendary, legendary. Legendary, legendary, and legendary. It's like we're bound to get legendary out of this. Yeah, you're still... I could have swore I remember making this exact logic before on something that matters. And for some reason, you're broken. Did I make this logic over here? No, I didn't make the logic there. I know I made this logic. I think you're it. Less than or equal to 1. Oh. It would help to set this up to read. Also bring in... oh yeah, we gotta add multiple groups for this. Bring in uncommon. It's like... we don't need uncommon. We don't need regular anymore. It should all just get destroyed now. Actually, no. We're gonna leave the common alone because I think we might need them to build other things. So no, we're just gonna leave that. But everything else should be thrown away. And then we're getting them. I just don't remember if they're being pulled to other places right now from, like, upgrading or whatnot. Okay. Oh, this should be these. Yeah, now they're... I think we're bringing them up? I don't know. So we need a way to bring in these items. Carbon and sulfur. You're going to be needing carbon. Actually, these could be stack inserters. Because they're only going to bring in one item. What's the item movement? Actually, kind of small. I think. Yeah, it's like smaller than the belt. Wait, do I still not have enough coal? Oh, it's carbon. Carbon and sulfur. That's fine. We can just do another one of these. That should be good enough. Getting warmer. That's enough. And then we don't have enough of ice and metal. Oh, wait, no. We don't have enough of ice and the other stuff, so let's just do another one of those. I can't believe we don't have... I can't believe we're not using that much... Okay, yeah, iron's right here. Or steel. Okay. So what I want to do is I kind of want this to go around and around in a circle, the items that we need. And theoretically, there's only like 2 items that we need to just keep spinning around and around right here, and that is just carbon and sulfur. Because the coal is getting deposited automatically right here. So that reduces the amount of items that need to come through. Yeah, this is just only going to get coal, so I might as well just set the filter so I have some way to visualize to see what's going in it. One side carbon, one side sulfur. I mean, that could be carbon. And that could be sulfur. And that will make it so that the product can just keep going around in circles. And it will never really clog per se. And if it does clog, it will be clogged like down over here. And I can actually do... do that. And that'll split things up. Yeah, I kind of like this idea. Let me get some monitors up here so I remember what needs to be hooked into this. And if I really need to, I can do this, and then I increase the output too. Which I technically don't need, but it's there. Monitors. Boop and boop. Add icon. We need carbon. Carbon. There it is, carbon. And sulfur. Okay, that's a module. It's a pretty decent sized module too. And what we can also do. Here's where the TNT is coming out. I'm just going to join up right here. It's going to go on both sides. Icon. TNT. There we go. So that's TNT settled. Oh, you need to be a stack inserter. Okay. That's done. I guess we can... Before we get too crazy, let's work on the processing of different resources. Which looks like everything is covered. And what I want to do this time around is I actually want, like, all the resource processing on, like, one lane. Because I'm actually really tired of the other setup. I mean, it's going to be somewhat the same. As what I've been doing. It's just that it's all getting processed here, and then whatever we don't need will either... we'll either re-roll it here. Yeah, I think re-rolling it here would be best. You're gonna be needing this. This new mod I have that helps me like choose filters is so nice. Okay, that's what I want. Here, let's move this. Oh, it would help to cut and paste. Okay, we're gonna copy this. That rolling might be a lot. Okay, yeah, this is... And these are gonna need... nothing in them. Okay, that's a re-roller. So what's gonna happen is this lung inserter is gonna put it on right here, and if the item that we put on here is no longer needed, it will just re-roll it. Or grab it and re-roll it. And this should all be on the same sideage. I mean, we're gonna probably need to make sure we up the capacity on it, so I'll probably just do this. I mean, the capacity is kind of redundant. Because like I said, we're going through an area that's just dense with materials, so I don't think we're going to need to re-roll it that much. But I still would like that flexibility. Okay, so we will put it... I need to copy and paste this re-roller setup, and I think I have it, like, kind of modularized over here somewhere. I think on the research. No, that's the wrong research. Science Newt. Oh, this is a different re-roller. That's a constant re-roller. Okay, never mind. We are just gonna copy it from... Copy it from here. Smart reprocessing. So, copy this, paste it here. Okay, you're reading and enabling, but really you just need reading because we have unlimited power. So this will also set recipe. What is it? Is it in the front or back? It's in the front on this. Okay, yeah, you don't need this here. That accumulator status. And then the back is what's reading the belt. Is it a green or red? Looks like red. Okay, that's the logic. And we'll probably have to play with the numbers a little later. And then to keep this... Is this centered? Yeah, that's centered. Holy shit. Yeah, I think that's all I think that's how I'm gonna do that. Now we need to figure out a way to bring items down. Oops. It needs to be like that. Okay, so here's the iron. This can be deleted now. That was just there for reference. And any items that I sent up for that thing can be sent back down. I would like... I mean, it makes sense to have the copper and iron here, so it just gets processed. Okay, it needs to be bumped out like that. Am I gonna get lucky? No, I'm not gonna get lucky. Nah. We can spin it around, maybe? And I can do that, and that will make room there. And I can always just bump it down like this to make it make sense in my head right there. Okay, we have some room. I need this here. Oops. I still need those. Okay, it was just one of those. I thought it was more than that. Okay, this is just here for reference. I can do this. One side be iron, the other side be copper. Oh, this is copper. Yeah, that's copper, right? Yeah. Nope, that's iron. Okay. Just do it that way. The filters don't matter there, but just put it there for, like, keeping track of what I need that for. I also need calcite. And I can never remember what side stuff comes out when you have it horizontal like this. I'm like trying to figure out what will work. Filters, carbon, paste them down. Let's just do this really quick. I have some asteroids that I can just put in here for a test real quick. Okay, you guys are coming out on the bottom. I can do this. And that stacks it. Stacking it only really benefits the coal and sulfur, or carbon and sulfur. Oh, you need this. Okay, so that... Does that work like that? No, because the stupid... The splitter in front, behind it is making the belt go in that direction. So I have to do it... like this. Okay, so that's the carbon and sulfur. Okay, I got lucky there. I can loop... Actually, can I do it here? Yes, I can. I can have the ammo loop around right here instead. Put priority on the rocket side too. We're gonna need to figure out... Actually, is this taking in... Yeah, this needs calcite. Is there any benefit to mix calcite and ice together? I am leaning toward no. There is no benefit to mix those two products together. Why? Because calcite will need to go over to the foundries to process, and the ice needs to go into water to also process. Finally, the only time when it benefits to mix them together... No, it doesn't even benefit to mix them together. Because it's like even down here, it doesn't benefit to mix them together. At the same time, I need to make sure iron comes down here. So, if anything, I need to have a splitter here to send iron down. Let's change this up. God, this sucks that I have an even number, or I have an odd number of asteroid processors. How many asteroids? Calcite. Yeah, it looks like calcite is also going to have to get dumped too. There's going to be times where we're going to have to figure out a way how to dump stuff. So we're going to need a spot to dump. We can put it right here. Yeah, I know I'm messing that up. Give me a second. Actually, it doesn't matter if I dump it all out, because there's nothing being processed anyways. We'll set up the... We'll set up the thing later. But that will dump out all the extra stuff. If we need to. The only downside with this... Actually, no. Do this. There is no downside now. So all the extra material will be held underneath it, and then when it hits it to a certain threshold, this will make it easier so we can figure out how much we need to dump. That's why I'm doing it this way. As for the piping, that's another story. It looks like copper can go over here, iron can go over here. I have a way to underground the copper. But this doesn't really solve all the problems just yet. We still need to bring in calcite in somehow. And I would like to have my ship this narrow, if I can help it. Because what I want to do is punch a hole through the edge of the solar system and not dig it out. Just do that. Since I'm gonna have to have only 2 items, or 2 belts come out of this combination here, that'll like make it a little easier for the belt spaghetti. I can have... Maybe I could flip this around. Have calcite come out on the other side. Oh, I just realized... I was like, hey, maybe I could use undergrounds to combine things together. No, I can't. I can't use undergrounds to combine things together. That'd be too easy. Actually, no, I can use undergrounds. I can do this. Let's do that for now. We're gonna go underground over here to here, and then this hooks up the calcite. Then we can have this go down here, that sends it down to... That'll send it down to the... whatchamacallit? To the lower portion of the ship. I'm trying to figure out, is this going to have a sideage problem? I don't think so. One side is definitely going to get more than the other. But I don't think that's too much of a problem. Okay, and then this will go down here. This will most definitely have a sideage problem. I don't think there's any other way I can deal with that. Okay, now I need to figure out a way... combine all of this into one. This is one combination. That's another. And then this is another. Okay, we got that. That spell spaghetti is a lot smaller. Then I guess we can figure out how to incorporate this. Of course, this is an odd number, not an even number. That will work. Oh, that's right. We need to get carbon out of the system too, so it can goes down to the ship, to the engines. Okay. So then this will go down like this. Output priority. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use a splitter. I was like, wait a second, what am I doing? I can just, like, have it? No. You need a splitter. Even though you worked so hard to put it on one belt, you're gonna take it off one belt. Okay, and then this is where the carbon is gonna go. Alright. And then we need to split it yet again, because we need to have carbon going down here somehow. Hey, look at that. It's on the right side that I want it on. Okay, and then ice. Gonna go down this way. Somehow. Calcite. We're probably just gonna have to do this curse shit for a little bit. No, that's not gonna work. Just drag it down here for now just to figure out what to do with it. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to move this ship's dead space right here down a little bit. So, as long as I don't mix up these conveyor belts, will be fine. If anything, I can probably make it smaller. By doing this. Oh, wait, it's going this way. That turns. These two get deleted. Okay, so we didn't really... okay, so I said I was making it smaller, but really what I wanted to say is make it more parallel with the other conveyor belts. And then I needed... How did I want to do this? What side was it? One side had TNT, the other side just hadn't. It was... this side, I believe, that needed TNT. Because the other side needed to get rid of the iron. Okay, so that's the TNT side. So we just need to figure out a way to get iron there. And then that's done. Okay. So, copper. This is copper. This is iron. And I would think iron will probably be the better product to work on next. Is that enough iron? No, it's not enough iron. We're just, like, short ever so slightly. I want to spin it like this, so I can have... steel alert, like something like that. Okay, what's the... Okay, we're short on steel and short on iron. So, oops. So for sure, this is going to need to be copied. Yeah, and that's... I think that's actually too much. No, we need those. Okay, so they definitely need a beacon. As much as I don't like it. And that'll share one beacon. It's too close. Probably can have this shared sooner. Hi, human. Yeah, I really don't want... I mean, I could make this larger. When your Pengu spawned, it picked up the star that was floating around on my screen. I'm gonna actually let the ads play now. Actually that works out like that perfectly. Yeah, I'm gonna let the ads play, so we'll be right back. Ads! Ads! Okay, let me double check. Do we need iron anywhere else? Besides the steel? I don't think so. So, iron is going to be dropped off here. And I need to have it switch sides. Oh, it needs to come out like this, actually. So, boop, 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 boop. Okay, that's on the right side. Or the correct side. And then have this go over here, and then over here, and then have it rendezvous right there. Okay. And the steel needs to go to this group here. How much is this? Just enough copper. We got overkill on steel. And what was the other item that it needed? Was it explosives? Yes, it was explosives. Okay. That's what I forgot. It needed explosives in the line. No, not yet. Still building here. Still building away. I'm building the ship! I was building the ship! What are you talking about? Why not? What do you mean, why not? Why not my ass? Underground, inserter, underground. Inserter, conveyor, inserter. Two spheres on the bottom. What do you mean? away. Is that gonna change the numbers if I do that? It's gonna make less copper. So if I do... I don't want to put... Actually, how much copper do you... Okay. That's right, that's not going to tell me, like, how much copper's going to go through. 60? Actually, no, it will. So you need 60. Yeah, that will fit on one belt. Or that will fit on half a belt. No. $60 a second. That'll fit on... Yeah, that will fit on half a belt. So then will that also work on steel? Yes, that will also fit on half a belt. Okay. Damn it. There. Okay. So that should be enough, right? Yes, that's overkill. I think that's... I think that's the correct numbers. Surely this is not going to be a pain. It's not going to hurt, right? Or not going to be a problem later. And then... Oh, this needs to be moved down like one. Underground inserter. Bump it over here to make it look nice. Splitter... for the explosives. Oh, wait. Can I move this up one? No. But I can do this, and this will give me the same amount of room that I need. Actually, it gives me a lot of room that I need. Underground. That 2 squares free over here? Yes. Is that still going to be a problem? That's still going to be a problem. Not much of a problem. I can just do this. Oops. Hey. There. What's the ratios? Yeah, I kind of figured it was going to be the copper, the copper and iron that's going to need the speed more than anything. Let's do this. Okay, and then we're going to need a place for them to deposit the rounds, and that's right here. And this has to be stackers, because we need to make sure the entire belt is saturated with it. And then I just remembered that there's going to be 2 different sides. But at this point, I don't think we're going to need 2 different sides. I think we just might as well fill the belts with just their product. How am I gonna... Oh, okay. No, we're still good. I think. Output priority... Actually, no, input priority is gonna be, like, in the circle. There we go. That works. And then this is going to fill up that. But it needs a return line from this side. I could do that. Does that help me? Kind of. Nope, that needs to be bumped up by 1. Did that help me? A little bit? It's gonna make it look ugly, but it does help me in terms of belts. And I need a way to bring in the item. I can do this. There. It looks really ugly for belt spaghetti, but it's gonna do it. It's gonna do the job just fine. So then we just need water up here. Which I think I'm just gonna have the water just processed up here. And then, since I'm already having the items moved down there. How much water do you need? 340. How much does one of these do? Almost the recommended amount. So let's cut this out. Just go ahead and do this. Should be enough, right? Yes. And then I need ice coming in here. Where's the ice line? Here's the ice line. Yeah, this is the ice line right here. And I can have it... I can have it split right here. This can be an underground. Where can this go? I can do a dumb and do this. That'll connect the water up. So we don't need to we don't need to worry about bringing water here now. This is iron? Yes. Iron. Go over here. Copper. It'd just be linked up like this. I think that's it. Okay, and then anything else? Besides the stuff that needs to come down here. If that's the case, I'm just gonna delete this. And we are gonna cut all this from here. Cut and delete this. We don't need that. We don't need it that long now. Now, did we get epic railguns now while we were building this? I didn't check. Yes, we did. No, we didn't. We are missing 2. Let me double check. Seriously? Okay. I know this ship has been fine, so the only way I know there's going to be a problem if Aquilo has, like, somehow froze up again. Which looks like it's fine. How do we have so much science? Emperor Newt, have you been, like, slacking? Or is Novice, like, not requesting the item as much? No, you just haven't been doing that research. You've been doing other things. If in that case, start queuing up more damage railgun. Yeah, it takes you like 30 minutes to do it. And science, where's the science? It's right here. How about you like request like 10k worth now of everything? Yeah, you're just short on processors. So is this factory like working away? You're full. Yeah, that would be a problem. I wouldn't be surprised if you just sat there for a while. Where can I add space? God, this is a nightmare. Fit there, and there. I'll give you some space. Let's drop the amount of stone. Because that's really like a specialized item that we need. Or that's being made. And I don't need much of it. And then I can probably drop this down to 500. And that's just gonna hopefully keep building everything that I need. Okay. Unicron. We are going to change your railgun setup. I can click the right areas. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that could be a problem. So that... yeah, that should work properly. I forgot. I made ammo so I don't have to, like, wait as long. And I need to figure out a way to bring ammo up to the front. And I think I can barely squeeze it over there. So if I do this, I can probably, like, weave it around through here somehow. I gotta sneeze. Yeah. I can also move this forward, too. I need to follow these lines. Okay, so this is only copper. Where's my TV screen? Copper. What is the center? Center's ice. Oh, I forgot to figure out a way to bring iron down here. I mean, I can do this. And then I have a way to split it. And I don't need to have undergrounds here, I can just have this. And then I can have an underground here to here. And this can split off in this direction. To here. Okay, there's the iron. TV screen, TV screen. So I need to figure out what's on my belts here. It's right here. Why can I not think of where my TV screens are? I know it's by the logic. Here it is. This is iron. Which one is ice? This is ice, so number 2. And this is calcite? Yes, this is calcite. Good God, the amount of spaghetti is unreal. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make my platforms nice and pretty, and there's gonna be no spaghetti. No! That's never gonna happen. Okay, let's link up coal. Here's coal. Here's calcite. Calcite needs to be split off. As well as ice. Here's the ice split off. So that's done. Let's have undergrounds. I think undergrounds will be probably the best idea here. Have an underground, have a splitter. That's splitting up the calcite. That's going to merge onto one belt. Here's calcite going over here, and that's connected. Carbon going over here. Connected. Calcite going over here. Iron. This is so ugly. I could do this, and that'll make room for a merge, kind of. Okay, that's gonna merge it together and go to here. Okay. Let's hook up our asteroids, get them starting to process. While that's processing, drones, first off, send all this extra platforms down, and we don't need this much. We're gonna have a section for ammo. So we don't have to wait for it. Bring up 5k of this. 5k of this. You only have 33,000? Oh, okay, yeah, it's a bigger... I know why. It holds less in the things. Yeah, it's holding less. Okay, while you're bringing that up, you need TNT, which you got. You just need carbon, which we haven't picked any up. So then let me figure out how to get rockets up here and everything else. Okay, this is the rocket. Ah. That's rocket, right? Yes, that is rocket. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's filling up one side, I just need it started. Okay, and this is... Oops. Shit. Okay, we'll actually use the same belt to prime the system. Go on both sides to prime the system. We can stop requesting this, that's more than enough. So we don't need to have two belts, we can just do it this way. Rail. Put it here. Here on that side. Perfect. think I stopped there. Okay, that's primed. And it's going to take a little bit for all these rockets to bring up the rails. Oh, calcite needs to be linked up. Iron needs to be linked up. I somehow got railgun into this line here. I don't know how. Oh, I see how. And I think I see a rail in the line. Yeah, I see a rail in the line. Well, that's forever gonna stay there. Actually, wait. Okay, that's gonna fix it. Or that's gonna filter it out to make room for it. Think it's out? Looks like it's out now. For now, let's tweak this system. Let's see, it's detecting 17 rocks in there. So let's set it to so let's set the load to 5. And hopefully that's going to re-roll to something I need. No, I don't think it's going to re-roll what I need. Okay. So then... what could I do to fix this? For giggles... do I have asteroids that I accidentally sent down to this planet? That I can just, like, bring up? I do. Carbon. Do I have ice? I know because it's like there's some things here I accidentally sent down that I wouldn't mind having again. Oh, hello, legendary. Oh, we don't have very many legendaries though. Do we have any legendary rails? No. Only the one that's in our inventory. Just in case, we are gonna add more lasers here. What sucks is I don't have, like, the fuel primed, so it's like I can't push forward for, like, any material. I'm, like, looking for, like, areas I can see if I can, like, hook coal into something. Oh, that's gonna fit. We can also have lasers here. Apparently, that I am now out of legendary lasers. Okay, I do have some available on the planet, so they'll probably bring that up. Oops, did I accidentally... Yeah, I did. That's supposed to be a rare version. Thanks, Snowman. Thanks for stopping by. What'd you get done? Did you get any work done? Before you go, if you have time. Okay, we have... Yeah, we might have too much of stuff. Okay, calcite. Do we have any iron? Okay, we do have iron. Oh, it's just not hooked up. Then we also need to read this. 220. So... Probably if there's 220 of that... Just add that there so you can, like, split up to maximize capacity. Yeah, if you have 200, throw it away. Actually, hold on, is that... I think that's actually full? Yes. Okay, and then we're also going to need a way to throw away carbon. Oh, you need water. No, you have water. You just need sulfur? Oh, you were set up wrong. No. It's this. This is what you need. Okay, rockets are primed and building. Railgun is primed and building. And they'll get more when we start moving. The only thing I can think of is we can try pushing forward to see if we can... if we actually do something. Where's my lasers? Ladies, guys, are you bringing up my lasers? I don't want to leave without these lasers. Come on. Bring it up here. I know you can't fill one rocket, but I know you can send up that one rocket. That is a legendary one, right? Yeah, that is a legendary one. Did I set up the wrong one? No, it is a legendary. You guys all busy? Is that what's going on? Oh! That's the issue. Yeah, that would be an issue. Did, like, the train seize up? No, you're not getting any material at all. And there's tons of material here. What's going on, guys? We have ads coming up. I'm gonna play them now as I figure out what's going on here. And maybe we can shove off after this. Found the problem. I got a traffic jam right here. There's not enough blocks. Okay, not right there. Put it right there. It's like I did some optimizations over here, and I thought this was going to work. I guess I just didn't leave enough room. Just out of curiosity... You can technically have 2 trains go to you. You just can't have 2 trains go and deliver. One moment. Okay, and that's gonna take a little bit to give it to everybody. Okay, so now that's settled. Don't think I'm trying to think of, like, is there any need for lasers on the sides? And I'm like, yeah, maybe. And they shoot at anything? Wait. How is one side wider than the other? Ah! Tried so hard to get this symmetrical, and it's not symmetrical. Actually, it looks like the rockets are in an odd number, that's why. I want to move this notch over. So I can move this maybe one notch over. Because then that I want to see if I can squeeze in like just a few more lasers on the side. God damn it. And the power should handle that no problem. And even then, if there was like if we had rocks right there, then I don't know what else to do. Prime the system. We need to... Oh, this is the wrong... I set this up for legendary pumps. Okay, that's set up. We don't need to send up any more rails. And it looks like our lasers are finally coming over. Oh, wait. No, not our other lasers. Come on, I just need 2 more. And you guys got a lot of material now to send stuff up. That's right. I'm gonna need a way to dump. Okay, let me just double check the math here. Yeah, I might have to set up something to dump the extra sulfur. I don't know yet. I'm hoping one trip out to the rim won't require me to set up more contingency plans for dumping extra material. Come on, get me... Okay, do I need to do this? Is this what you want me to do? So you can, like, actually send it up? I hate this. It's like, I just need 1 or 2 materials sent up, and Okay, maybe... Okay, that's overriding it. That's what happened. Okay. Any epic... Or any legendary rails? No. I only have the one. So get rid of it. Okay, I think that's it. So let's send down all this legendary equipment that I didn't use. And I thought I was going to use this, but I'm not. Oh. Just in case. Where's my repair? Give me 1k of this. Just in case. Also, I threw away something I might need just in case as well, which is the platforms. 1k of this. Just so I have, like, a way to, like, rebuild part of the ship if I need it. Like in the front. And then same thing for the walls. Oh, did I accidentally send... I oversent again. God damn it. Rail speed is good. Do we have this? Yeah, we have that. And you need fast... Well, actually, no, you don't need to be any faster, because by the time the rocket is ready, that's going to be full. So yeah, that doesn't help to be faster. Seven on the way. Okay, so once we get everything built, we're gonna shove off to Aquilo. We're gonna pick up my body, which I needed. I need to remove all this so I can just like quickly jump on. And I don't remember what the achievement is. I can't remember if you just need to have a space platform to the end, or you need to have yourself um, go to the outer ring. Like your actual character to going to the outer ring. It says 7 on the way. Where's that 7? It should be, like, super close. Is it, like, on a rocket on the way? Or is it, like, on a drone on the way? I really wish... Okay, waiting for a rocket to arrive. Never mind. That's the answer I want. But it could be the rocket that's taking the wall, or something else. And I know the drones have to travel pretty far for these walls. Okay, there's the wall. There's more walls. Kind of wish that the system would tell you, it's like, oh yeah, it's on the way to the rocket silo. And then it would say, oh, it's on the way from the rocket silo into your platform. Because that would, like, tell me if I need to, like, build more rockets or have a better logistics system to the rockets. Okay, it's actually on the rocket itself. I don't see it in the logistics system. Apparently we're sending 11. I wonder if that's it right there. Come on. Eight on the way. You actually sending it? Oh. Oh, I see what happened. You need one of these. Come on. Any day now. Okay, it says it's on. It's... Okay, I guess there's not on the planet, so is it on a rocket? Where is that rocket? And it could literally be anywhere. I can't, like, search for it. Okay, I guess it was trying to get sent up and it didn't? Okay. Two on the way. Waiting for rocket to arrive. Okay, it's finally here. Let's go to Aquilo. Of course, we have another rocket on its way, so because we just... There we go. You have the wrong settings. Okay, maybe I am gonna have a wide enough berth. And instead of taking 2 rockets to destroy a medium asteroid, it's taking 1. How's the power? It's producing as it needs. Output is full. So I guess I have too many, or too little fusion reactors then. It's not a bad thing, really, considering 390 megawatts is, like, already more than enough than what we need to handle, or what we need. How's the ammo? We have problems with our rocks. And I have no real way to fix that. Are you slowing down? You have no water. Because there's no way to get rid of the excess. the hell? Where'd you... Okay, I see the error in my ways. Read the spell. Enable and disable. Okay, we're at Aquilo. We need to have everything read on the spell. And how many... Okay, yeah, this little notch here. Gave us more room to work with. So how many is on here? Why only this thing is running? Oh. So we're watching this thing. How much is on here? Right now, 100. 200-ish. So let's say if there's less than 300, that's when it should open up. Okay, that is more than 300, and you did not stop. So anything? Yeah, you're not... You're not reading the content, or you're not doing what I want you to do. So is it anything? Yeah, you should be saying... You should be disabled now. Why are you not be disabling? reading the bell. And I know when I do... I set it to... Where's it? This. And it's less than 100. Yeah, now it'll disable. If all the signals meet this condition, it will pass. If true, when there is no inputs. Output signal. Oh, maybe I need to do the opposite? Greater than 300? Let's do 200, because we need to have room for the re-roller to do its job. Okay, so then let's do this. Oh, I have... Yeah, this is the wrong thing. It needs to look at this. So that has 300 on the belt. How much is in here? Okay. And then this should re-roll. Alright. Oh, did I not put fuel on my ship? Did I just, like, flew away and completely forgot about it? No, that's for a different ship. Travel Unicron. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, those lasers can definitely take down a huge asteroid if they need to. Okay. We're gonna save the game. Because if the entire ship fails, I'm just gonna reload it and redesign it. I'm actually nervous. Oh, it looks like it auto-saved. Okay, we're dealing with big asteroids right now. Big asteroids take about 2 to 3 rockets, it looks like. There's a huge asteroid. Rails should be firing. They did. Rails are firing. "25 kilometers from Aquilo. Reaching 30 soon. I might have to have... Yeah, we got... Okay. We're gonna have to start over. Okay, so the first thing I need to change... we're gonna include big asteroids in the targeting. Oh. What? Okay. We're gonna leave our asteroid collector destroyed because we have all the stuff we need. We're just gonna get rid of the hit the walls. I didn't think we needed... I thought we needed walls. Okay, we're definitely getting more stuff cleared. Rockets are not firing fast enough, I think. I'm hoping that the explosive range is actually doing damage. Come on! On the fly programming. Almost there. I am actually very worried that something's going to happen now. We caught the, we changed the programming of the lasers just in time, where there wasn't too much damage. What's going on with our fuel? Because I thought it was slowing down. I had repair packs. I don't know what happened. I don't know if we used them all up. Yeah, the repair packs are there. I guess they're just repairing very slowly. What's going on here, guys? Why is there no water? Because there's no ice. Because calcite is filled. Okay. For now, do this. Come on, we need the engine starting back up. Okay, now we just have engines going too fast. Switching to maximum efficiency. That will slow the ship down. And we are done. $471 hours, 1 minute and 21 seconds. We're done. What's funny? What next? We're done. This game is now done. I don't want to go any further than this. So... I guess... Yeah, now what next? If I hit finish, does that, like, quit? Yeah, that just quits it. Okay, so let's go back to autosave for a second. Okay, yeah, we're just, like, almost there. For giggles... First off, we're changing the consumption. To maximum efficiency. That will slow us down. And I assume all these settings are still the same. Yes, they are. Oh, I had to hit continue. Oh, hold on a second. We're calling it the Penguin Factory. And... we're not gonna leave a comment. We're gonna upload it. Let me use the bathroom as this does this, and get my food. Okay, here is the link for this save file. We're also going to finish that. And one last thing I want to do... and this will require some micromanaging because I don't have anything here to, like, quickly edit the ship. We are going to... go to the Shattered real quick. Let's see how far we go. There is no achievements for this because they got disabled. So this is purely just to see how far this goes before it gets destroyed. Ice. Oh, that's right, we have no asteroid collectors anymore. Well destroyed, that's fine. Reroller is not working for some reason. Yeah, I think that's all she wrote. So I'm out of asteroids. I'm out of asteroids. I have no way to keep the ship fueled. And we just lost a railgun. So nowhere near any distance. And right here goes an asteroid. Anyway. So that's the game. So now that Factorio's done, I'm gonna be playing Vintage Story to give ourselves a palate cleanser. Because we've been playing a lot of Factorio, and I want to play like other games now. Yeah, we're at the 4-hour mark, so I really don't want to. I kind of want to start a new game with a fresh stream than start now. Plus, I need to eat and whatnot. Let's see what else. So, Factorio's done. Satisfactory is on the list, but I'm waiting for 1.1 to be updated, and the mobs to go with it. Vintage Story, like I said, is coming up next. I don't think I'm going to be streaming it on YouTube because I don't know. I might do well. I just don't know just yet. Oh yeah, we got ads coming up soon, so snooze those. I still would really like to play Factorio, but try to complete it in 40 hours. But in order for me to do that, I need a lot of people who can devote like 2 to 4 weekends to do that, like an 8 hour, like doing 8 hour streams and doing that. I bet you're up for that, right? Doing a 40-hour stream, not like all at once, but like scheduling that. Let's see what else. I do have some games in my wish lists, or not wish list. Getting a 40-hour achievement for Factorio. It's going to be one of those things where we just schedule 8 hours and have like a group of like 10 engineers doing it. 10 or more engineers. Yeah, it's definitely it's on my list of things to do because I saw JD Plays do it and he had a lot of fun. Let's go raid someone. We haven't raided Pulse in a while. Let's go bug him. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you got all your work that you wanted to complete done. If you wanted a raid message, Human posted that link. Mazza, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you also got work done as well. And for those of you on YouTube, if you want to follow us on the raid, you can go over there with this link. We'll be back here this Friday for Phantom Brigade. Oops. And then that Saturday as well, we'll be playing more Lancer. And I think that might be the last battle in the campaign. I'm not sure. I gotta talk to Luminos about that. So, have a good night, everybody. Bye!